This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic as they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Can't make the connection to pressure there. Caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Bears decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Robertson. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You
Got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
It's offsides.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking for the end zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Trying to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball.
Brings it in down the left side. Turning it
Why
on.
did you do that?
Turning on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. White wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
Oh, I gotta get the ball down a little bit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush coming in high. They got him at the 29.
Hey, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It's complete to the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. It's been a rough start for these guys. If you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short. But I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Robertson. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the right. Open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the
I'm
threat.
an idiot.
He's at the 50. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned it into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes.
What up, Grayson?
Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board.
That credit card.
The offense took care of business.
Spend that college
He'll
cash.
return it. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
Better if I didn't throw that.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. Catch in stride inside the 15.
sure,
They
man.
get him down, but
You
this
got it.
offense is set up
Yes,
first
sir.
and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Wide out, trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! These two guys, they just share
Yeah,
a
I
glance,
like
and
the
they knew
Baylor team.
exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that?
We should
The
be
quarterback
undefeated,
talk
I
about
believe,
after the
but-
game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same
We got
page.
disconnect
We've
or
done this before.
desynced
That chemistry equals
last
big plays.
25, 30 seconds, and I was inside the 5.
K-State has the ball
Then we
back, and the
couldn't play
Power
again.
Cat offense
I ended up
returns to
taking
the
the
field.
Simmel.
The drive starts from their
Fair.
own 25-yard line.
Fair
These
loss.
two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now
The
we might
computer
even see a
decided.
little more scoring with this drive.
It's
Got
going
the
back
L
and
on my
forth. This is
record.
like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what,
Dude,
man,
it
when
was
you're
crazy.
giving up points like this,
It's been
and you've
happening a
got
lot.
no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this
We
in
just
this
hated it
game. And
there.
all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go
This
with
is
the
a big
football that
moment.
time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really.
What's up with you?
That
What
pass right
leagues
there
you
put him
going
over the
in, grinding?
300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
How many?
See if they can turn
No,
this
you're
drive
probably
into
in the big-
points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Big ACC, SEC, whatever Hogs is.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Man, I hope you get in the elite.
2nd and
Maybe
10, he'll
eventually.
throw again. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm
Yeah, no
talent.
doubt.
And already in the second
Gonna
quarter,
stream
they've
on
got over
camera.
200 yards thrown.
Looking left. Intercepted.
I got bumped,
First half
bro.
turnover can swing momentum.
Come
They
on.
didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the
Should have
17.
thrown that after he got
First
bumped.
snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top.
I'll pick
And
it.
that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender.
You gotta win a natty.
Great timing. It was the hit.
Yeah,
that
you gotta
forced
hope
that
someone
incompletion.
leaves.
Working well
Awesome.
behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access
want you to win
cushion
it.
and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Give that up.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe
That's a good
pick up
team to
yard.
have. And
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going to try to get it himself. And it's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going
That was
into
crazy
halftime
animation.
trailing, not being too aggressive, because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes, and you just saw it right there.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Here you go for cooking.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Find some fresh air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Just kind of
Kansas State will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
I know it's just use your game, and I probably could have stayed in it,
Tries
but
to
I was
find a
like,
little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
tough. Plus Madden, I got possibly 2 Madden leagues, so 7 total.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
I committed to these. But I like just about every single one.
This drive will start at the 25.
Can't really get out.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back.
Oh.
He's loose. Made a defender miss. They get this This sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get
Uncle
set.
Sam
I
rejects.
break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing
he's in a premier
being willing to come up
weight.
and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Man, oh man, the offensive
I don't know if he's famous, but
he's swelled up
kind of well known.
Relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
I don't know what famous, how
really
famous is famous.
Because they can't really have that
the Hawaii Tech team that's in here, though, that's how he got them. That it was his team that EA put in.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah,
They'll tell you that somebody's always
so there's your famous.
But it didn't happen in time before they got
so
the
Hawaii Tech was, he made that, I guess, in NCAA 14 and built the offline. They didn't put it in the game last year, but they put it in this year.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24.
Yeah, I'll put the link. I'll put the Discord. Hold on.
The give to the left. Wide open space.
I'm not in his personal server, but this is the league server.
What a play there to pick up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
But I'm in 2 leagues with him.
Doesn't just mean
Premier
the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal too.
It's a huge
I think he's
deal.
creating Madden League too. But I don't think I'm going to do that.
Oh, out of space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Robertson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
There you go, Grayson. Discord. Wins the losses.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut.
Nah, just join.
Will extend their lead even further.
Join. I think
keep pushing that lead out,
the wins and losses league is cool, but join. Get on the wait list. The Madden League is way open though.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There's a lot of teams left.
Kansas State offense back onto the field.
If you're getting mad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Working the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Some rules are different though, so.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Not too terribly different.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid
nuances.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. White going to attack through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting.
It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Prentice. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Under fire. Finds his tight end.
Break that tackle.
He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? After that last completion, it's second down. He wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick. The great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll go to the counter. Trying to take it back. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Trying to hurry up and watch this Georgia-Auburn game in RTC.
Fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The give on the option.
88.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass.
Yes, sir.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you win the ball game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Kansas stay quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Moving away from pressure. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Oakland. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, I guess you probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Porter. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The ball too.